family, get up on your feet and come dance with us.
I'm reading my B.I.B.L.E. and this is what it says to me. It tells me that I'm never ever alone. I'm learning how Jesus came down to us and gave his best. Without a doubt the best friend you'll ever know. Our God knows exactly what I need, so I remember this. Let's go! When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. Oh, oh. I'm reading my B.I.B.L.E. and this is what it says to me. It tells me that I'm never ever alone. I'm learning how Jesus came down to us and gave his best. Without a doubt the best friend you'll ever know. Our God knows exactly what I need, so I remember this. Let's go! When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. Oh, whoa. When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. God knows exactly what I need, so I remember this. Let's go! When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door.
With a spark, the spark caught fire in my heart, and I can see it lighting up the dark, and now it's burning brighter than ever. It's down deep in my soul, the fire burning out of control. It's love and I gotta let it show. It's changing my world for the better. So raise one hand high, throw your light in the sky. We're gonna keep it shining forever. Oh, it's bright as well. starts with me. One head high, feel your light in the sky. We're gonna keep it shining forever. Oh, it's brightest when we're shining together. This little light up, I'm gonna let it. And in the darkest, I'll be the brightest. No covering up, no shutting it down, no blowing it out. I'm gonna let it shine all around. I'm gonna let it. This little light up, I'm gonna let it. And in the darkest, I'll be the brightest. No covering up, no shutting it down, no blowing it out. I'm gonna let it shine all around. I'm gonna let it shine.
Hey Somos kids! I'm so glad to see you here today. Can you believe that it's already the end of February and tomorrow's going to be the March already? What's been your favorite thing about 2021 so far? Mine was that I got to start a new business and enjoy doing what I create. Well, it's that time to go over our SOMOSkids values. Remember, it's not just what we say, it's who we are. Listening ears. I will listen as much as I speak. Again, repeat with me. Listening ears. I will listen twice as much as I speak. Kind mouth. I will use kind words to honor others and speak. Great. Again, say it with me. Kind mouth. I will use kind words to honor others and speak life. Humble heart. I will think of others before myself. Again, repeat with me. Humble heart. I will think of others before myself. Helping hands. I will use my hands for helping and sharing. Great. Again, repeat with me. Helping hands. I will use my hands for helping and sharing. And positive attitude. I will always choose joy. Repeat with me one more time. Positive attitude. I will always choose joy. Good job, guys. Let's keep practicing those and really learn them. Now let's go over our memory verse. It's in Joshua 21:45, and it says, "None of the good promises the Lord has made to the house of Israel failed. Everything was fulfilled." That's amazing. That means when God says something, it's going to happen no matter what. Now let's say it again. I'll say one part, then you guys repeat it. None of the good promises the Lord had made to the house of Israel failed. Everything was fulfilled. Is Joshua 21:45. Great job, you guys. Let's learn about these promises. There once was a man named Israel who had many sons. One of them was his son Joseph. Joseph was his favorite son, and it's unfair, but he loved him more than his other sons. Because he loved him so much, he made Joseph a robe with many colors. Joseph's brothers were mad at this because, in fact, they never said anything nice at all. Joseph had a dream, and he told his brothers. They hated him even more after that. He said to them, listen to this dream I had. We are tying up bundles of grain out in the field. Suddenly, my bundle stood up straight. Your bundles gathered around and bowed down to mine. Then Joseph had another dream. He told his brothers, listen, he said, I had another dream. This time the sun and the moon and 11 stars were bowing down to me. He told his father as well as his brothers. Then his father corrected him and said, "What about this dream you had? Will your mother and I and your brothers really do that? Will he really come and bow down to the ground in front of you?" His brothers were jealous of him, but his father kept his dreams in mind. His brother said to him, "Do you plan to be king over us? Will you rule over us?" So they hated him even more because of his dreams. They didn't like what he had said. Joseph's brothers were shepherds, and one day his father sent Joseph to check on his brothers and the sheep when they were far away. But before he got there, his brothers made plans to get rid of him. When Joseph got there, his brothers took his robe and threw it in a deep well. After a while, they decided to sell Joseph to merchants from Egypt, and they took Joseph and left. You can't really tell what it means, but it seems like Joseph's dreams meant he was going to become someone very important. Well, Joseph's brothers were not very happy about that. They were so angry that through a series of poor, bad decisions, Joseph ended up being traded into some merchants and he was headed away from home to Egypt. Joseph's dreams don't seem very promising now, do they? The thing is though, the circumstances look the opposite. God was looking out for Joseph the whole time, just waiting for the perfect moment for these dreams to be made true. We don't always know when God's promises are going to be fulfilled, but we do know that they will be at the right time. We just need to be patient and wait for God because God's promises might take time.
Hi there, you little chicken nuggets. It's me, Carl, and welcome to Grow TV.
And I'm Cassie.
Welcome to Grow TV. Introducing your host, Carl, and your co-host, Cassie, where we learn, where we grow, and we talk about Jesus. Once again, welcome to Grow TV.
Hey everyone, we're so glad to see you today. Aren't we, Carl?
Yep, couldn't be happier.
Alright, so today we have a very special story, don't we, Carl?
We sure do. Come on, plant. Show me something. Grow!
Hey Carl,
What's up?
maybe it's just me, but I don't feel like you're very focused today.
What do you mean?
Well, I feel like you're not really paying attention and you're just like really fixated on that plant.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear what I just said?
Of course.
What did I say then?
You said elephants are kind of cool, but they kind of stink too. But whatever. Elephants can be themselves if they want to.
What? No. What's going on, Carl?
Well, it's my Mama's birthday this Saturday. And for her birthday, I wanted to get her a plant. The biggest plant she's ever had. So when I went to the store, this is the only one that they had. But they did tell me that it will eventually grow up and become really beautiful. But it's just taking forever.
Ah, that makes sense now. I mean, I believe them when they say it's gonna be big and beautiful, but I think it needs one thing.
I know. Sun and water. I've given that, but still nothing.
No, I had another idea that might help.
You do? Tell me! Cassie, please tell me! I need to know!
Well, first I want to tell you our story of the day.
I can't wait, Cassie! The birthday is next week! What does it need? Does it need motivation? I want you to grow right now! Plant! Grow big for me! You can do it! I believe in you! Grow! Grow! Does it need soothing music? Come on, plant. I believe in you. Let the smooth jazz overcome you and grow now. Does it need protein? Come on, plant. I think these Oreo cookies have a lot of protein in them. You can do it. Grow. Does it need an inspirational movie? Look it. Barbies don't have wings. I can't think of anything.
Well, maybe the story of Joseph will help.
Who's Joseph? Did you name a plant named Joseph?
No, Joseph from the Bible.
Oh. Still no idea.
Alright, well, a long time ago, there was a father who had many sons. And one of the sons was Joseph. And Joseph was very special.
Did he have like really good hearing or something?
I don't think so.
Can he speak to animals?
Don't think so.
Could he talk to
How about I finish the story and we can ask the questions after?
Sounds good.
So one day when Joseph was a kid, he had a really strange dream that all of his brothers would bow down to him and he would be a ruler. And you can imagine his brothers didn't like that.
I bet. So what happened next?
Well, the brothers were so jealous of Joseph that they threw him into a pit.
Well, did they get him out of there? Why would anyone treat someone like that?
I wish I could say they helped him, but they didn't. In fact, they did something even worse. Joseph's brothers decided to pull him out of the pit and sell him to merchants passing by.
That is horrible.
It is horrible. People should never be sold. And his brothers did it for a measly 20 shekels of silver.
Everything is going wrong. How can this ever go right?
Well, Joseph was forced to work as a slave in Egypt for many years. He did okay and was finding a way to survive in a new culture that wasn't his own. But then bam, he was put in jail for something he didn't do. But you know what?
What?
Joseph eventually made his way into becoming the second most powerful leader in Egypt. Even his brothers would one day come to Egypt and find themselves bowing down to him.
Just like his dream.
Exactly. God promised him something, and it took years to actually come true.
Wow, that's really cool. I guess it's hard to wait that long.
True, but God's promises are worth it, and God knows what's best for us.
You're right. So the plant may take a while to grow. I guess that's okay. Some things take time. God's promises might take time.
Whoa!
Whoa, that's our big idea. Today's big idea is God's promises might take time.
On the count of 3, say it out loud, okay? 1,
2, 3. God's promises might take time. Woohoo! They sure might. But good job.
So are you okay with your plant growing slowly?
Yeah, my mama will love it, even if it takes a little longer to grow.
Good. Plus you can always buy her chocolate. She loves chocolate.
That's true, but she's also very lactose intolerant, so she might fart a lot. That's all, kids.
Thank you for watching, and tune in next week for a new episode of Grow TV.
Let's take 30 seconds and thank Jesus for loving us so much that He'll still make promises, and let's ask for help to be patient and trust Him to fulfill those promises. This was awesome, guys. Let's go ahead and pray as a family before we head out. God, thank you so much for this day, God. I thank you for each child and each family that is watching this that is represented, God. I ask that you give us patience while you fulfill those promises that you have made for us. Although they may not be right when we want them, they will be right when we need them, because you know when is the right, perfect timing, God. And we just thank you for that, and just help us to have faith and patience in fulfilling that and waiting for your divine promises, God. We thank you for everything. In Jesus' name, amen. Bye, guys.